Bow. Talk to them.
Welcome to Last Place Podcast.
Can't believe this is happening.
Praise the Lord. It's first episode. God damn, sorry about that.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. Well, not really. How long's it been? We kind of decided this last month?
Yeah, bro.
Maybe the month before.
Yeah. And then man just decided to just get it started, innit? But yeah, bro, introduce yourself, innit?
Big double the goat, double beats, sexo, the sexiest. But yeah, double social media, double DUBHUL for quite a few things. I don't think anyone's really got spelling like that. Double underscore on Instagram, just double on Twitter, but not spelled normal. It's DUBHUL. That's pretty much it. Double S on PlayStation Network if you want to catch these hands. Double on League of Legends as well. Support main. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. Big Tycoon H. I ain't got social media at the moment, so follow me on Last Place Podcast.
And why don't you have social media, Tycho?
Yeah, man, just right now it's just a focus thing, and it man's just locked in right now.
Monk mode?
Yeah, taking a break. Monk mode. Yeah, basically.
What's monk mode, Tycho?
Obviously, monk mode's just where you just go for a period where you just lock in on certain goals and you cut out distractions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, bro. Yeah. Last Place Podcast on Instagram, Last Place Podcast on Facebook, Last Place on YouTube, Last Place Podcast on TikTok. You're going to find it all in the description down below or on the video.
Or up here somewhere. See if my editing skills can allow me to do something crazy.
Or over here.
Safe. Cool.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
But yeah, we're both 25.
Now, nigga. Oh, shit.
You alright.
Yeah. You're 25, I'm 24, bro.
Okay, I'm 25, he's 24. Grew up in the same place, both from Birmingham. Yeah, what was the point of us making this podcast, Tycho?
Obviously, I feel like naturally, man just have similar mindsets in it, and naturally we've caught ourselves. Obviously after gym, when going to the gym, this has been something man's been doing for years, though, bro.
Yes.
Where man's just been I used to call it therapy sessions in terms of man just be in the gym or after the gym, and man just talking about bare different stuff, bro, like life, relationships, business, what man are trying to do, what man's going to do, all these type of things, you get me? And it wasn't even a thing where man is just yo, man are doing this thing, I'm thinking, yo, man's going to do a podcast. Man was just talking. Obviously, Last Place is Shaq's thing, you get me? Shaq is the originator of Last Place.
The founder. This ain't my thing, this is our thing.
Yeah.
Let's get that straight. But
100%.
The Last Place thing was really what's the word?
The seed of it all?
It was the creation of being in a place of was this what you was talking about? The start of Last Place? Is this what we was talking about?
Yeah. Basically, same thing.
Yeah, we was talking about the start of the podcast. So the Last Place thing really started as a feeling or a mood where things weren't really going my way personally. It could have been through anything. Could have been through work, relationships, friendships, whatever. And it just kind of created a thing where it was how can I lose if I'm already in last? And people might look at that and be like, that's crazy, but it was really a fun mindset. Well, not even fun. It's kind of dark and deep at the same time. But you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, because when you first came to me, it was
that's what kind of emo issues this.
Yeah, because when you first came to me, he was like, oh, Last Place. The man's Last Place. I was thinking, what? Obviously, but it's as you watch and listen to more episodes, and we're going to try to explain it now, But you'll start to get the concept of, like, it's like a metaphor in a sense. It's got like a deeper meaning.
It's too many meanings, and this is where I'm about to go. So it started off as that, and I'm already in last. And it kind of picked on the man, and we're like, I'm already in last place. So something would happen, somebody would lose their job. I'm already in last place. Like, so it was like it was empowering at the same time. So it's like it can't get any worse for me. So it's just like it kind of helps you understand the now in it. Instead of just being down, like, oh, what's gonna happen? Like, yo, I'm already last. Like, anything from this point on is a bonus, and you're a lot more grateful for it.
And like where that then spins off into, because how you spoke about is like from a bounce back type of mentality, but like if you think about it, like, in terms of like a mindset, like, regardless of how well you're doing. Whatever you're doing, you keep the mindset of like, I'm in last place, because when you're in last place, you always look to win the race. You get me? And you always look to just keep going. You get me? But it's like that mindset of last place is like, don't get complacent as well. I'm last place. I'm last place. I'm last place. Like football. Obviously, Shaq don't watch football.
I don't watch football at all.
Yeah. So like football, like when you play football,
Lampard. Carry on. Sorry.
Yeah, when you play football, it's like every time you score or you're winning, they'll be like 0-0. It's the mindset of like, play like you trying to win. Like, keep running your race in it, like last place. So that's how it kind of
preach,
like manifested or grew into something bigger than.
It became a feeling. It wasn't just words. It became a feeling. Like, I didn't fully understand it, but it made sense to me, and it started making sense more to the mandem as well. And then like, I thought one day, let me Google it. Obviously, everyone knows what last place means. It means like to be positioned last. But then it kind of got deeper, and then I realized, what, being in last place ain't even that bad, because, you're still a part of the race. You haven't lost. Yeah, you're last, but you haven't lost. There's always a chance of coming back bigger and stronger. Like you said, the bounce back thing. You could always do the race next year, next month, and come first. But it's also a mindset and a mentality.
100%.
Because if you think you're first place and a winner and stuff, that's where things, not saying there's anything wrong with being first place or having that kind of mindset, but you'll never get complacent. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
You'll always feel, not like even like a loser, but you'll always feel, if you've got the last place mindset, I feel it's like you're just always prepared to learn.
And develop and grow.
But if I feel like I'm at a place where I've mastered something and I've done it, I'm not going to want to learn it anymore. I'm not going to want to work for it anymore. You know what I'm trying to say?
That's beautiful still. That's beautiful still.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and like you said, bro, like when you're in first place, I'm running my race, I'm calm, I'm chilling. Like, you can even slow down, you get me, like chill, take it easy. But you see, when you're in last, you have to
you have to activate the burners every minute of the day.
Yeah, I'm not staying here. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm not staying last. What? You mad? Like, let me run this race. You get me?
And even when I get to the position I need to be, whether it be first, second, third, just higher than last, I'm still gonna feel like I'm in last. It's like it's an underdog thing as well. We can go back to the underdog thing.
Yeah.
Where being last at the bottom and getting to the top, like some of the highest people at the top have like a last place mentality. They do things like, I don't know,
set new goals, set new records.
Set new goals, set new records. They got old habits as well, which ain't even bad. Like, people, obviously, a lot of people want to kill old habits, but a lot of old habits keep people keep people grounded, leveled. So whether it be wearing the same clothes or keeping old friends around, and it just keeps people grounded and level-headed and stuff. So.
And this is what's mad as well, bro, because it's like, from last place, what got you to first is what keeps you at first. But people get to first and change everything, bro, because they feel like, they've won the race, they've completed everything. But that's where you fuck up in it.
I don't even want to whistle in the mic just in case we hurt the viewers' ears, bro. But woo.
Yeah, that's where you mess up in it, because you get to first and you think like, I don't need to do what I used to do. But it's like, yo, that's not the mentality you gotta have. You gotta have like, yo, man, still last place. You get me? Like, yo, man, still here. Man, still running man's race. But you can see, like, if you look at athletes, rappers, musicians, everybody, bro. Like, even like, for example, like Drake, he's competing with himself. But if he just had that mentality of, yo, I'm the best or I'm the GOAT, obviously that's open for opinion, yeah. He would never get another Billboard #1. He will never break new records. He will never do this. And that's a reflection of the last place mentality, because it's like, yo, he's at the top, but he's still hustling, grinding, competing with himself, most importantly, to set new records and and break new barriers, isn't it?
And then it gets even deeper than that, because one day I Googled, like I said, I think I was getting onto this. I Googled what last meant, and obviously there was the last place thing, positioning, whatever. But then there was I think it was a verb, to last, which, and if man know me, I always talk about music, anything that somebody can be in such a powerful position and as good as what they are at something where they can last and be here for a very long time or forever. That's what last means. So it's not even the, forget the race thing. That's just one part of it. God damn.
That's just going to my head. Go on, sorry.
Like to last is to be here for a long time, for a very long time, or forever, essentially. And before all of the podcast thing, all these ideas that me and Tycoon have come up with, I started doing music, creating a record label, helping people with music. I'm a producer before anything else. I make beats.
Nigga, no. You're creative.
I'm a creative, but I'm just talking like the music thing and the music thing.
Sorry.
And where was I going with this now? And the main goal was, not to follow trends and do things that we didn't feel comfortable doing. Even me as a producer or as a rapper, I started this with my cousin, LA Deuce, Free LA. He's currently incarcerated, but he is one of the coldest rappers I've ever heard. But he grew up on like old school hip hop, New York raps, all of that stuff, and it mirrors in his music. But a lot of today's audience don't appreciate his kind of stuff.
100%.
And he's never thought about switching up or anything, but I've just told him, you gotta be you unapologetically. And yeah.
That's a reflection of Last Place, isn't it?
Yeah. That's a reflection of Last Place. And I said, yo, the way we make music and essentially create for the way we create music, just the way it's produced. I create the beats. He makes the raps. I bring everything together. I tell him to spit, to go here, to do this verse, talk here, remove this, and then we do this collectively. We make good music, but a lot of this music isn't or will never be appreciated by like current audiences and crowds.
Not yet.
No, of course, not yet. But we know for sure that eventually it will be. And even if it catches on in 5 to 10 years, bro, like I know, even if like 5 people come up to me regular, whether it's my friends or just random people or whatever, and they'll say, yo, that tune was mad.
No love.
And they'll listen to that. No love, Spotify, YouTube.
That's my tune, though. I can't lie, bro. That tune's so cold.
So, yeah. And the appreciation is just a lot more than, being shown some love on Instagram because, your friends just do it because, you're their friends and it's just something cool to do. It's literally, it means a lot because I know people are really bumping the song and they're remembering the words. People coming to me humming the melodies of the beats and all of that stuff. Like, that's real talent to me. Not knocking anybody else, but we want to make lasting music that's going to be here forever.
And to tie that back into what you were saying as well, like, you run your own race in it. Like, you might make music that's not so-called popular right now, but you're not going to focus on how someone else is running their race and change and try to run the race like them. You got to focus on yourself, bro.
Yeah. We're being unapologetically us, and obviously Hunter's unapologetically himself since the gate. This is why we've been friends since nursery.
Yeah, 100.
We got pictures together as like babbers, jits since the playground, but it's just always nice to have a reminder to just, you know, do you.
And you're definitely unapologetically yourself, bro. 1,000,000%. If anyone knows, Shaq, Dubhul, man, know it. Man, no. Man, definitely know. Yeah. But yeah, bro. And as you were speaking, and I had that moment earlier, I was just saying as well in my head. Obviously, we've had this conversation.
Wait. You need to start. You think you're shouting, you know?
Oh shit.
No, you good. Talk. I don't know. Just tell you, sir.
Yo.
Yeah, talk like that.
Yeah, sorry. But yeah, man's had this conversation.
You're back at the same volume. No. You have to talk.
Yo.
Yeah. So what you do? You talk quieter, but bring the mic closer to you.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, even like my man had that thought earlier, and that little.
That's better.
Moment, it was more like what I thought was like last don't mean lost, innit? And that's something that we say. Because as man know, when you race in your last place, it don't mean the race is over, bro. It don't mean you lost. You get me? So it just ties into that whole mentality of what last place is, isn't it? And just running your race and having that mentality like, oh, you might be last, but don't mean you're lost. It don't mean you lost the race, bro.
Right then.
You get me?
The trophy's still up for grabs.
100%.
No matter how long it takes. You know what I'm trying to say?
Sorry if my audio's been a bit loud.
Because we doing this from the ground up, you know.
Yeah,
the levels are gonna grow.
Yeah.
This is another thing. The levels are gonna grow each and every time. Every episode, whether the angle gets better, the quality gets better, we're learning. We're all doing this. This is why we're Last Place. We're currently recording this using a phone. You probably would never have known. People in the comments were like, yeah, we figured.
Nah, you ain't gonna be able to tell.
Facts. People are like, oh wow. But yeah, like we spent all this money on equipment. You know, we got the best stuff that we could in a decent price range. We could have bought a camera easily. We split everything. You know, that would have been £100, £200 each or whatever for an extra camera. But we thought, let's utilize things that we already have.
Mm-hmm.
Our phones do 60 frames, 4K.
100%.
Like, why not use it?
And that's another thing as well. Like, we could obviously, when man was like speaking, and obviously this is a skipped whole step because obviously at first Last Place was just Last Place, and it like Shaq was just thinking, yo, what should I do with this? What should I do with this? What should I do with this? And obviously it started to then manifest into like their music and the other stuff, and then the podcast and stuff came along. But there's so much more to it. You get me? So yeah.
So whilst we're on this topic, what are we going to do with this podcast? Who do we want to help? How do we want to help? What are we doing for others and what are we doing for ourselves?
I've always said, man, no, these are the conversations we've always had. Like, there needs to be, like, I feel like, okay, like charity, yeah, in a sense, is like giving people money in it, but you keep them fed for like a second, 2 minutes, an hour, then the man are hungry again, you get me? Or you give a man money on the street and you still come back the next day, you're still homeless. Mm-hmm. Well, obviously, I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, because obviously you playing your part, you're doing what you got to do, you're helping that person eat for that day. But then it's like, mindset-wise, like, I feel like if you change someone's mindset, you change their life, innit? Mm-hmm. So it's like, what we're going to do is like, talk to people, have conversations about like mindset, people in different areas of life. So you don't have to be like a super gone in terms of like finances wise or business wise or career wise.
Anything.
Yeah, that's. I feel like everyone has their story in it. So I feel like what we're trying to do is basically hear people's stories and have people share their mindsets and come on and share their gems in it and help people, younger kids, whoever, kind of get some inspiration and take certain things from this podcast and implement it into their life.
Mm-hmm. And we are by no means financial advisors or anything like that, but I know what I would do if I had £1 million in my account. And literally,
like we're on our journey as well, isn't it? So
basically, what I was gonna say, we're on our own journeys. And I was saying, like, even though we might not be anywhere near where we want to be, speaking for myself, I don't know about Hunter.
yeah.
Like, I was saying to him, like, a homeless man, not comparing ourselves to homeless people, kind of am, actually. Let's not say homeless. Let's say homeless. A homeless man, you could see him in the street, super duper homeless, got nothing. Visibly, I ain't got nothing. Let's not be like, oh, he might have something, but he just probably, he ain't got a home. Yeah, he ain't got nothing. You could sit down and speak to him for 5 minutes a your day, and that man could change your life. He could make you want to be the best version of you, even though he ain't got nothing. He could just be like, I wish I did this, I wish I did this. Yeah, he could be like, oh, why don't you do it then? But if he's not in the right frame of mind to do it, then it doesn't really matter. But if you've got a stronger head on yourself, then that person, you could take what he says and completely flip it. You know what I'm trying to say? It doesn't matter what you have or what you don't have. It's mindset.
Yeah, you can learn something from everyone.
You can learn something from anyone. You can learn something from a baby, a kid,
100%.
Somebody who doesn't speak your language. It could be shown through motions or emotions or any sort of language, whether it be technology, like anything can be learned. Anyone can learn something from anybody and anything.
And to say that point is to say, like, yo, we're going to have so many different people from so many different walks of life. Obviously, they're going to bring certain things that we can talk about to the table. And yeah, it's just a good way for people to showcase what they're about and to broadcast what they're about and to, like, as man say, help people. Because this is what man do in man's spare time. Man listen to podcasts.
Man talk
to
each other a lot.
So it's like, whilst we're having these conversations and sharing gems with each other, might as well broadcast this, innit?
Basically, we're literally going to be going from, rappers, musicians, let's say musicians, could be a bass player, whatever. We can talk about how they first started, why they first started to play the bass, where they want to be, times they thought about giving up. That's just the musician side. Entrepreneurs, and like I said, we're just some people, some young handsome fellas from Birmingham. You know what I'm trying to say? Not really, super where we want to be right now, but we've both got connections with people that are doing a lot, and I look in thinking that they're doing amazing, and they might be like, I'm nowhere where I want to be. So that's where we're coming from. We're going to be getting some established people, some not so established people, some people you might think are super established, but then they might be like, it's just this,
I'm last place.
I'm last place. That's the point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like, somebody might look at this and be like, this last place thing's stupid, but I can guarantee they've got a last place story.
100%.
There was down and out, or they felt like they wanted to give up, or it's just, you know what I'm trying to say? It's just everybody has that, but I've just given it a title of the last place thing. I'm making it cool, making it trendy, making it for the people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, everything from musicians to entrepreneurs, established business people,
career people
with careers every day,
9 to
5s, electricians, office workers. If you've got a story to tell, a bad boy personality, it will just work here.
Because like man said, last place, everyone has a last place story.
Everyone has a last place story.
And that's the thing. I feel like in this life, success is defined. Everyone defines success different, innit? So in my head, what I define success as, it's going to be way different to some other people. You get me? But that don't mean my success is right and their success is wrong. So some people might want a 9 to 5. Some people might want to be a musician. Some people might want to be a businessman. Some people might want to work for Google. You get me? Like, having conversations with people from different arenas in life kind of just open up people's mind to, like, yo, I don't have to be like that. I just go work in Google. I could just go work for Google and I'm chilling, I'm calm, I'm done. I'm this is what I want to do, you get me? So it's just that as well. It's like, yo, you do what you want to do, and having people come on and show that how they've done it, and you probably can listen to it and be like, yo, I want to work in Google. My man come on and he works for Google. He just showed man how I can go through the process of how to work at Google. Because a man from the inner city ain't gonna know how to work at Google.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna know no one that works at Google. They ain't gonna know no business person, or no rappers, or no musicians. And yo, this is just the platform where.
Sorry to cut you as well, particularly Birmingham. We don't really have much of that sort of industry over here.
Yeah, career,
like
corporate.
if it is, it's remote work, so you do it from home. But I mean, like, I don't think we've got any like bad boy offices.
Yeah, it's more London. That's London.
Yeah, like you have
thing.
to travel, or even if it's not London, it's in Warsaw or
different.
You know what I'm trying to say?
But that's not saying that you can't do it if you're living in Birmingham, innit? But we're gonna
100%.
We're gonna get on. All of that is gonna come in it. All that's gonna come.
And to go back to this thing as well, you know, even though we hold like zero weight at the moment, this whole thing is gonna be like a giant CV for other people and ourselves. So somebody watching this, a regular person, could come into the store. Damn, we're opening up our shop now. A regular person could come onto the show, discussing what they're doing, where they want to be, what they want to do. They might not be there yet. They might be there. They might want to improve, get a higher position or whatever. They don't know how. A person in a higher position could be watching the show just on a random one and be like, I like that person's ambition and mindset. Like, how can I get in contact with them? Like, we're using our network to network with other people,
100%,
ourselves, our guests. Like, there's no doubt that people are going to be
benefiting from
benefiting. Yeah. Like I said, it doesn't even have to be jobs. It could be musicians. One of my rapper friends could come on the show. You know, he gets his views, he gets whatever, but he might still feel a bit underappreciated or whatever. Him coming on and people seeing his personality and stuff, you know, the usual stuff. He'll gain more fans, more listeners. He could change his content from that. He could be like, yo, the podcast thing's mad. He could go on to create his own podcast. He could go on to start having more intimate videos, you know, showing his life more because people want to see his personality more.
But even like you're saying, bro, like today we met someone that owns a studio, and as you said, if you got a rapper friend on, they might come and be like, yo, the studio that I go to always messing me about, bro.
Facts. And
then that same person that we met today be like, yo,
what was his name? Young Wavy? I think it was Young Wavy.
Can't remember, bro.
Yeah, his name's Young Wavy. I'm not gonna say where he works or anything, but yeah, shout out Young Wavy. Literally, Tycoon was recording using the camcorder. And he was like, what are you recording for? I was just like, yeah, we're doing he was like, are you doing a vlog? And what we say, I was like, nah, we're starting a podcast, so we're just getting some behind the scenes footage. Just like, oh, cool, whatever. Hunter was like, we're doing it for this and whatever. I was like, oh yeah, I got a studio. And it just all happened organically. And I was telling Tycho from the beginning, like, that's what I wanted it to be. And the first day of actually like really going forward and doing this thing, we attracted what we've been talking about this entire time.
What this is about, innit?
A new person to talk to, a new person to
connect other people
with. He's got a studio now. If anybody's looking for a studio,
you can plug that in easy.
Plug it in or whatever. I think it was based in like Jewelry Quarter. Did he say it was based in Jewelry Quarter? Obviously, you can probably put his details in somewhere, or
Man will sort that out.
Or we can post it on the socials and link, like whatever. But it will be that. Like, it's never a selfish thing. It's never been a selfish thing. We want to help everyone, as well as ourselves. But it's an us thing.
Yeah,
it's a we thing. Yeah, and that's all it's ever been.
And that's like you said, bro. Like, it could be musicians. It could be someone that, let's say, yo, I'm doing this, but I want to do this. They could come in and say, I want to do this. Someone could watch and be like, I do this. Come, let me help you.
Yeah, and we'll always give our input, even though it might not be our lane or whatever. But then the beauty of, you know,
conversation.
The beauty of conversation and not being in the lane of somebody else. We could give them things from a different angle. Me from being like a creative person, I could say, "Oh, why don't you try this?" And they're like, "Oh, I never thought about that." But they wouldn't think about that because not because they're dumb, but because they might not have done art or made music or painted or whatever. They could just be, "Oh, that's a bad boy idea." You know what I'm trying to say?
And you do it all the time.
Yeah, but then I couldn't discuss in depth what they're probably talking about because that's their thing. But if there's a way that we can enhance it or put some ideas forward or talk about it and I can learn as well, then that's the beauty of conversation, isn't it?
And whilst we're learning, the viewers and listeners are learning.
You guys are learning. Everybody's learning. We learn from each other. We build everybody up.
So like as well, what I was gonna say, it's just that my mind's gone blank. Blood. You're gonna have to edit this. But yeah, what I was gonna say, bro. I was gonna say something, Sorry, mine's gone blank, bro.
It gets like that.
We're gonna drop episodes every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks for now. This gives us time to obviously edit, create more content for you guys.
Do our other stuff as well.
Yeah. So then we've got more fresh content for you guys to talk about and everything's not the same. We're just pushing positivity, pushing P, pushing P. She ain't a lesbian. I can say that. It's not a bad word. Yeah, I can say that. But for P, she turned lesbian.
Yeah, come. Well, bro. But every 2 weeks, innit? And we're gonna keep it fresh. There's so much things that man can talk about, but obviously,
stop tapping.
Sorry, there's so many things we can talk about, but like obviously, this is the first episode and that, so we just want to make this like a brief introduction. And like, it might not be you might not learn better stuff from it, but once we start getting a guest on and sitting down with some very important people and people that are doing some not nice, but big things. You get me?
It's nice.
It's gonna be sick. It's gonna be sick. It's gonna be sick. Like we're gonna make it as in like something that we would listen to and we would watch. You get me? So yeah. It's not. It's more than a podcast in a sense. It's more than a podcast.
In a sense, it's definitely more than. It's definitely more than a podcast, my boy.
Yeah, more than a podcast. You get me? So yeah, come along on the journey, man.
I feel like this will be one of the bigger things to come out of Birmingham, and I feel like I say and the beauty of it all, and this is the beauty. I feel like I say beauty a lot, but the great thing about it, I feel like this will be one of the best things to come out of Birmingham. We're gonna help each other. We're gonna create some sort of unity. It's just positive.
Sorry.
Oh, I thought I thought you was against unity just then.
No.
F you and your unity. But we're gonna create unity. It's literally strictly positive. We're gonna have our fun. We're gonna have our banter. We're gonna mess around. Of course, that's just us. We're not to be taken super duper serious. It's bants. It's fun at the end of the day. But this is just a side of us that a lot of people don't know we have. And
100%.
I'm talking like the more serious side, by the way. Like with maybe even the Joker side. People look at me and think I'm a killer. I don't get that. Somebody said you never smile. I'm like,
yeah,
me.
This nigga's goofy.
Yeah, I'm the biggest goofball. But yeah, like, and the plan that we got names written down who we want to interview, kind of like
who we going to,
who we finna interview.
Yeah.
And it's a very long list, and that's just Birmingham only, and the list is still growing. And these are people I consider friends or.
Trust me, Shaq's the man with the network. Like, yo, and I want to shout you out for one thing as well, because, yo.
Shout me out.
Yeah, because, because obviously, you see Shaq, yeah. Shaq's not one of them guys where.
I'm Shaq, by the way.
Or Dubhul. He's not one of them guys where he knows people and he's like, these are my friends, this is my network. Yo, you ain't trying to meet. I ain't making you meet these man out. Yo, you ain't trying to meet these man. But yo, Shaq knows what I'm into. He knows what I'm about in it, and he would obviously make man meet man, introduce man, and that. And not a lot of people are like that. You get me? Not a lot of people are like, yo, I know this person that does this that you want to do, or I know this person that's got the similar interests as you. Yo, meet each other. Not a lot of people do that, but obviously, man's friendship, brotherhood, whatever, is built on that. Like, we help each other. Like, things that he does, I will promote, and people think, like, yo, is this yours? But it's not like that. You get me? Like, that's how it's meant to be. Like, that's how man's setup is. You get me? Like, man's like that. So
that's how we built. We built this.
I just wanted to shout him out for that, innit? Because he's not greedy with it. You get me? He's not. He ain't got the plug, and he ain't trying to share the plug. He's got the plug, and he's trying to share the plug. You get me?
I'm trying to share all these plugs, baby.
And he's like that. He's like that. That's how the chat's just like that. So yeah.
Because how I see it, I got all these people around me. Some of these people could be a lot more beneficial to others. 100%.
100%.
Like I've never been a person to hide anything. Man, know if I get the new gadget or something, Tycoon come round, try this. You know, I got this. I'm thinking about getting this. It's never been. Some man are like doing stuff and worried that they're gonna get copied, so they keep it on the DL.
Yeah, 100%.
Don't get it twisted. There's probably some man that you have to do that with.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, like that. But
100%.
My people, I'd never do that to.
100%.
And especially, even more so now, I've grown up now to this point where I'm at now, 25 years old, where if I have to keep anything away from you or have to move a bit sideways because I know I'm protecting, I'd just rather not speak to you.
Nah, 100.
I want to be unapologetically me at all times.
I'll say, yo, I'm private. I'm a private person.
You're
So
hella private.
So obviously, sometimes
I don't even know if you're really 24.
Obviously, man's doing things, but it's not like, yo, I don't want to tell them, like, I don't want to tell man, or I don't want to tell man. I know. But like, yo, sometimes I'll just do things, yeah, and then I'll come up and be like, yo, man's doing this or man's done this. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's not like, yo, I'm trying to hide anything from the man, because, yo, I know 100% I'm always going to, like, if it's a situation to bring man in, help man, assist man, whatever, I'm 100% going to do that.
100%.
We're both like that. But obviously, sometimes I'm a bit private. I can't lie. You get me, man. No,
and I've known Hunter to be private all my life, and there's never really, but there's literally never been a time where Hunter's ever like frustrated me because he's not told me anything. It's just always been he'll tell me when he's ready. And
I don't say I'll tell him when he's ready. He just knows I'll tell him.
Yeah, like it's just, you know, I won't see Hunter for a while. I'm like, yo, you good? Like, yeah, just, you know, keep my head down. I'm never like doing what? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm never like, where have you been? Like, it's just as long as he's good in his head and everything's right where it needs to be. That's it. That's all I need to know. He'll tell me anything else. Yeah, his new scientific whatever his thing that he's found. He'll let me know in it. That's how it's just always been in it.
Whatever, yeah.
That's how a lot of man are too eager and that, bro. I know for a fact if I ask you, tell me.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
I know if I ask you, tell me.
But I just don't talk like.
Yeah.
But obviously, man talk about bare shit, bro.
Yeah.
But it's just like, man just knowing it, certain things. But you know what it is? I feel like I just come to this habit of like, I just want to get things done. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like,
100%.
Instead of me being, I'm doing this, I'm just like, yo, let me just do it. And then I'll talk about it.
Just do it.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Facts.
Man understand that, you get me? That's a part of like brotherhood, relationships, whatever, bro. Like you start to learn people as you've known them for so long and blah, blah, blah. Like, obviously you can know someone for so long, but you might not even know the person. But man know how man are, you get me? That's, man have their ways, but blah, blah, blah. Like, yo, yeah, bro. That's a bit of a tangent, but yeah, man just wanted to chime in there.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, appreciate you too.
But yo, I think we've covered most.
Yeah, yeah.
I think we've covered pretty much everything, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
The episode's a lot longer than I thought it'd be, to be honest. Like, I thought, obviously, I know we said like 45 minutes to an hour, but I didn't think we could actually speak so naturally.
Well, we do this all the time.
I know.
But with cameras and mic and
yeah.
Pause, but not like mic in man's face and... Yeah, you know what I mean.
But yeah, I didn't think this would have been so smooth. I'm smiling, I'm cheesing hard because obviously this is like the first episode, and it just feels so natural, and I don't feel like nervous. I'm not looking at the camera every 3 seconds, or it just feels it feels right. It feels like man's at home, innit?
Yeah, it shouldn't.
Sounds corny as hell, but man was born to actually do this, and we knew this, so we could have been doing podcasts ages ago. Could have put this idea to you a year ago, and I know you would have been on it. 2 years ago, I know you would have been on it. But
yeah, because what man even said it, bro. Like, yo, when the idea came, it's just like, yo, boom, 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 and then obviously I show you what man was doing as well, and he's like, what? Like,
yeah.
So,
another one of Hunter's surprises.
So everything that's made sense, you get me? Everything that's made sense, bro.
By the way, back to the previous thing where like Hunter being a private person. I'm not gonna explain exactly what happened, but just know this man is doing a lot behind the scenes. This man is doing. Get off me. This man is doing. This man is doing too much. Behind the scenes. So yo, this man just hit me by surprise. Bow, face shot, close range.
It is what it is though. Like even like anything that you can come to me with, yeah, you know I'm 100% gonna help you. Like,
Yeah, 1,000.
Come to my Last Place is trademarked as well, so don't play yourself. So like, yo, even like coming to the trademark and that, you get me?
That's a L and that's a P.
Even coming to the trademark and stuff like that, man spoke about that. You know, it was.
I know you really helped me with that, innit?
Yeah, it was an easy process, bro. Because obviously, man's knows about that type of stuff. You could ask anyone, to be honest. You could ask anyone, but obviously, man was there.
Yeah, but you do that, innit?
Yeah,
you've done that
yeah.
or whatever. Like you've done your research and that.
So it's even that.
My boy clued up.
He might have he didn't know I knew about trademarks and stuff in it, but
to that degree as well.
Yeah, so obviously when you come to me and I was like, yo, do this, and nah, blah, blah, blah. Even though man do keep something private, not intentionally or blah, it's just how man move. I'll never hold back. You know what I'm trying to say? He's not gonna come to me and say, yo, I'm trying to get this trademark. I'm like, I don't know how to do a trademark. Yeah. You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
wait, nigga, 10 trademarks.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like, man will always share information. Yeah. If he comes to me like, yo, marketing and blah, 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 yo, boom, 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 boom. Like, man, that's what man are here for. You get me? So that's just, you get me talking about it again. But yeah, man, this is what man's thing is. You get me?
This is the beauty, the power, the pleasure of having us around now.
100.
It's like a book, you know. We're basically gonna be like everybody's friends now. No, was that the wrong? I see you looking at me in the corner of my eye. Was that the wrong thing to say?
You know what? Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's gonna be. It's not. Like I said, it's not. It's professional, but it's not. You're gonna feel like a part of us, a part of the team.
Yeah. And then I was gonna get more comfortable. Blah blah blah. Yeah.
And the word last, obviously, to last. The word place is like home, a place to reside, a place to live. So it's not just, the position thing as well. Place is like a place to live, a home, a place you go to work. That's us. That's the people, home. You know what I'm trying to say? So we're a community essentially, and that's what we intend to do. Last together for a very long time, if not forever.
So yeah, the episodes after this is just gonna be, you're just gonna get to know us more as well. So we're just gonna 100%. Share some of our mindset, talk about some different things, blah blah blah, and then we're gonna start bringing people on, and then we got a very first guest is gonna be very good in it.
I can't wait, bro.
Yeah.
He can't wait, and that's yeah.
So yeah, bro, and that's another thing as well. There's not really a platform where people can come on and, you know what I'm trying to say,
be themselves. And
talk about what they got going on and stuff like that. But there's a lane for everything, though. There's a lane for everything.
And also not be like, oh, these people are gonna ask me this question, and probably say, don't ask me this before I start recording and that. Everything's basically off limits. No, everything's on. everything can be spoken about, but we'll choose not to speak about most of it. We're promoting and pushing positivity.
Yeah. Not saying
She's
that
not a
yo,
lesbian, but for P.
lesbian, yeah. But obviously, that's not saying that there's not a lane for those sort of podcasts in it. But that where does do lane? You get me? Where does doing this lane? There's a lane for everything. There's people that want to be entertained, blah blah blah. People want to be educated. People want to personal development, learn, blah blah blah. But yo, where does in that lane? You get me? And that's not shitting on other lanes. That's just saying that yo, this is the lane that we're in. And obviously, people that are in that lane also, they're gonna be more willing and comfortable to come and sit down with, man.
Mm-hmm. Our lane, all the lanes, and we've merged them together pretty darn well. But you'll see that,
100%.
As time goes on, and you'll bug out for that. You're big bug out for that. You learn it though. We're gonna have media training.
Hey, I'm trying my hardest, bro.
They go like pick your nose on camera.
Back over to me, start snapping. This is hard, blood. This is hard.
But yo, I think this is a perfect time to wrap it up. To be honest,
100%.
Yeah. Last Place podcast. You're gonna be seeing a lot more of me and Tyco.
Oh god damn.
You're gonna be seeing too much of me and Tyco.
I don't even want to be here on camera, so yeah.
Facts. I dragged him on. I threatened him. I told him I was gonna murder his family if he didn't come on camera. And look, he's here with us now.
Yeah, bro.
But yeah, thanks for tuning in. First episode. I got tonsillitis, so
Crazy.
yeah, so my throat's been kind of not giving, as the women of today would probably say.
Yeah, you can't tell though.
Thanks, man.
But yeah, are we gonna last not me lost?
Yeah, last not me last. Take that in. Next 2 weeks, hold that with ya.
Merch coming soon.
Match coming real soon. Everything coming real soon.
Brand, social, everything.
Thank you guys for tuning in again. See you again in 2 weeks, I guess. Hunter, Big Tyco. Bro, that was fun. I can't lie. I didn't expect it to be so smooth, and yeah.
Working on borrow time right now. It's Mother's Day today.
Facts.
And I need to get something, and this man needs to go for a meal.
Yeah. So, Mom, if you see this eventually, which you probably will, I'm about to lie to you and tell you that I'm home.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
This is gonna come out
And 2 weeks.
Yeah, but you know what? Let's keep it. Mother's Day every day.
Pushing positivity. Happy Mother's Day.
It's every day.
Just in case anybody never got told today or got forgotten about. Yeah. But yeah. See you guys in 2 weeks.
Shout out all the baby moms.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Peace out. Peace and love. All of that good stuff. We out.